Hey everyone, and welcome to my Google Earth Let's Play. So I've recently become obsessed with Google Earth because I think it is absolutely baffling that there is a website that we can go to where we can have completely free access to incredibly high quality imagery of the entire fucking Earth. And if you give me that power, I don't know what to do with it other than to just roam. Where should I start? I kind of want to start. Let's start. I've already flipped the Earth on its side. Oh, have you guys actually used Google Earth at all recently? Since when is this what it looked like? Like, they completely redid the entire UI. I will spend hours of my day taken away from me just going to places on the globe that I never would have once thought previously to look at, and just kind of like looking there, just kind of see what's there. It's kind of what this video is. Okay, do we want to start normally? I think for our browsing session we should start in a place a little bit more familiar. Let's go to home sweet home, the United States. So let's just go around. Let's see what there is to see. Berwyn. That's a nice little, like, rural town. Oh my god. Oh, I love this shit. I love it. I love it when addresses have 4 digits in them and then you end up with addresses where your address is literally, like, a recent year. Like, look, this guy lives in 2010. He's perpetually living in 14 years ago. I know the Finger Lakes is like almost entirely just farmland, as you can tell by the farmland. Oh, this is one of my favorite things to do in Google Earth. It gives you like a brief existential nightmare moment when you zoom into something that looks like it's just a forest, but then you zoom in close enough and you realize it's just miles upon miles of farmland. If I zoom into here, this kind of looks like it's a prairie, right? Or something kind of like a prairie. No, yeah, this is all farms. Pretty much, with like the occasional forest here and there. Anyway, let's get even more remote. Let's zoom in. Let's see what's chilling over here. And here we have the town of McGill. McGill? Better Call Saul? Yo, there's always some weird anomalies on Street View that don't make any sense to me. Like, why did they decide to why did the car decide to turn right and then turn right again and cover, you know, these streets, but then they decided, yeah, let's not cover this length of this road, or like this length of this road, even though we're covering surrounding roads. Actually, hold on. There's an anomaly like this close to where I live. You see, right here, this is in the middle of the New York City suburbs. Like, this is a fully developed region of the country. This is not rural in any way. But for some reason, this one segment of road does not have Street View. I've driven on this road, too. There's nothing, like, suspicious there. There's no reason why they had to avoid it. It's literally just another road on this collection of rather boring roads. Now, originally, I was also going to include a scripted segment of the video that talked about the history of Google Earth and satellite mapping in general, but the details I put in the script were so boring that I ended up just completely trashing the script. All right, we've been in pretty shallow waters in terms of let's get a little bit more remote. Let's head on over to the Latin American countries. Let's see what's hiding in these regions. Like what even is this? Like wait, are these houses? Wait, I can't tell what these are. The image is so low resolution. I think this is just like a town, but it looks like there's only one road that goes through, like this like dirt road, not even like this isn't even a paved road. This is also a dirt road. No, it's not even a road. It's not even a road. There's a dirt road that passes through this town, but the actual town itself has 0 roads. You just drive into the field and then go to your house. There's no interconnectivity, there's no road system. You just know where you live, and when you get back to your village, like you get over here and you're like, all right, time to go home. You just turn off the road and then drive to your house, whichever one of these it is. Oh, that's funny. I shouldn't be making fun of poor people. This isn't. I'm realizing the implications of some of the things that I'm saying, guys. I don't mean it in the sense like, ooh, look at them. They should have roads. They should have developed towns and schools. And no, I'm not saying that the lifestyle they're living is bad. I'm merely commenting on the state of what I'm looking at. And I'm looking at it and I see a neighborhood with no roads and I'm like, damn, that looks pretty funny from up above. Cause it does. I mean, come on. Doesn't that not look a little silly? Like, it's just a bunch of houses in a field. Come on, that's kind of funny looking. I'm just going to give you the much more quicker rundown right now. So basically, in the early 70s, NASA created a government-funded program called Landsat to have an array of satellites take photos of the entire globe. These photos were used almost exclusively for research purposes, and no one really knew about it until 2001, when a software development company called Keyhole Incorporated developed Keyhole Earth Viewer, a software that took all of the images that Landsat had taken and stitched them together and projected them onto a globe for anyone to look at, although there was a subscription fee, so it wasn't free yet. And a bit of a side note here, obviously all the images aren't downloaded on the client side. That would be literally impossible in the early 2000s. The images were fetched from an internet server, which is still how it's done today. Okay, let's head further south. Let's go to the great country of Brazil. This is like this area, which is like the majority of the Amazon rainforest, is like in this portion of Brazil. There's nothing here. It's all just canopy because no one can live here. It's literally just nature, pure uninhabited nature. Ah, here's one. Here's an actual place. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's a very large chunk of this that is just entirely rainforest, and there is not a single human being even remotely close to it. There's another region in this part of Colombia that's like literally impassable. The nature is so bad that there isn't even a road going through it. There's nothing there. You can't even, I don't even think you can enter South America via road. Yeah, this road goes to this place, it goes to this town, and then it abruptly ends, and there's not a single main road connecting you to Colombia from Panama. Something is claiming to be a monument and/or an educational institution, but I can't even tell because there's like no resolution to the image. Oh, there's a town. I can't see half of it. San Francisco. I can't even see the town. I can't even see the town. It's too low res. Yo, this is insulting. This is actually insulting. You can't even, there are entire cities you can't even see. You can see this one. All right, so that's enough of this area. Let's go take a hop and a skip down to the southern hemisphere. Briefly, we're gonna check out some areas in South America, the part of South America that is below the equator. Is that another Los Angeles? Oh my god. Okay, this one's actually, first of all, I can actually see it. Second of all, this one's actually like a proper city. Also, wait, is this in Chile or Argentina? I'm not paying attention. It's Chile. This is Chile. Chile is such an interesting country to me because it's like so narrow, but it's also so long. Like, it's gotta have the largest distance between a north and south of any country. I've always been curious to know how long it would take to drive from the top of Chile to the bottom of Chile, assuming there's even a road that can take you all the way down. Hold on. Oh, I knew it would be possible. Yeah, it's really stupid because you don't actually go through the country of Chile for like part of the route. But you can, it's possible to drive. You have to cross the border twice, but it's possible to drive all the way down there. It would take you 58 hours. 58 hours, over 2 full days. But the software really kicked off in 2003 when it was used on national news to cover live updates on the Iraq invasion. And for the first time, the general public was made aware of these high-quality images of Earth that apparently existed, so everyone wanted to go to Keyhole Earth Viewer. So much so that the internet servers couldn't cope with demand. In late 2003, Google acquired Keyhole Incorporated and rebranded the software to Google Earth. All right, enough of South America. Let's hop over to Africa. Now, Africa is home to some of my favorite Google Earth exploration places, and that is the Sahara Desert, because the Sahara Desert, as everyone knows, is this giant wasteland that contains very little human civilization intervention at all, because it's just one gigantic desert. It's the largest desert in the world. I mean, it's one of the most hostile environments on the whole planet. So obviously there's not much going on in there in terms of human activity, but if you look hard enough, you can find some things. I mean, there are a number of like small oases scattered throughout the desert, so it's not like impossible to find a town. There's definitely some around, because every now and again you will find water, and where there is water, there will be life, and where there is life, humans will exploit the resources that nature gives them. The majority of these places, if you zoom into them, there's just going to be nothing there. Like, a lot of these places are filled with completely nothing. Just sand dunes as far as the eye can see. Now let's go to places that have names. Like this spot has a name. Because a lot of times, like we saw in South America and like in the Amazon, there's a lot of places that have names but aren't actually towns. They're just geographic locations that Google Maps has in their database. This appears to be something. I'm honestly not quite sure what this is. It almost looks like it's in snow, but I don't think that's snow. I think that's just the color of the mapping making it look very white. I think that is sand. Yo, what the hell? Dude, I told you, dude, the Sahara has some of the weirdest stuff. Like, what is this? Why is there just a bunch of, like, black apparatuses scattered? What are these, actually? They almost look like they're censored. But actually, no, they're not censored, because the bushes, like the shrubs, also look like that. I think it's just an insanely high contrast image. Ooh, what? There's an airport here. Wait, there's a town here! Oh my god, I completely missed the... I was literally about to be like, oh, surely it's a airport for a military base, and that's why there's an airport in the middle of nowhere. I just completely missed the literal town that was next to the airport. What is this random high detail patch? What the hell is going on here? Okay, so I was definitely right about it being not industrial. This is like, these people are practically nomads. Not really. They're more like, they're living a very rough, toughen it lifestyle. That's crazy. I was not expecting to find a small patch of high detail sat map here that revealed the mystery of it all. Yo, how are they just growing trees here? Like what witchcraft did humans create to just make it like, yeah, we're in the middle of a actually massive desert, but yeah, we're just gonna casually grow plants just on the sand. Like how are these, you see all the little squares of like the vegetate? How did we do that? I don't understand how any of this works. It's so ridiculous oh, there's water. Oh, here's an actual like place. Okay, I don't think this is oh, is this a prison camp? This is definitely not a residential area. This does not look residential at all. This is definitely some kind of facility. And that pretty much brings us to today. I mean, the core functionality of the software has remained virtually unchanged since 2003. Pretty much the only thing that's changed is that it's gotten better at loading the images faster, and also the images update with Landsat as they take more images of the Earth. Obviously, there have been 2 additional Landsat satellites to be launched since 2003, so they're updating the images as they're taken. Yada yada. It basically picture that, but it was like way more boring. That was basically what I wrote, so you can see why I cut it out. All right, there's a few more places I want to do. I want to go through Siberia, Russia, a place, very hostile region of the world. There is a whole lot of nothing out here. Well, except this, it seems. What in the world? Yo, what is this like factory ass town? Oh, here's some like actual houses. Okay. What is this? What is this like, what is going on here, actually? Like, what is this? Why are there, like, belts of sand surrounding this body of water? What is going on here? I wish I knew what that said. I might be able to know what this is. Oh yeah, here's the part of Russia where we start getting the Canada effect, where there's just little trypophobia lakes everywhere. Oh, wow. Look at this scenic photo. There's like a high detail sat map, but it was taken like during sunset. That's actually like a hard image. Like, not gonna lie, this may just be some random like factory ass town, but like that is genuinely a beautiful shot. But no, Google Earth just conceptually speaking has been so baffling to me, because I just think it's crazy that we all have access to this map of the entire world, and it really like sets a perspective in my brain, because I'll just go exploring this gigantic globe that's in front of me. I don't think a lot of people realize just how small residential areas are until you look at Google Earth. Have you ever, instead of like searching your address, have you ever just searched your address, figured out where you live, and then slowly zoomed out until you got to the whole globe? Have you ever done that before in Google Earth, and you'd realize how much smaller your house has to get before you see everything else? Like, it really puts into perspective how massive the world is to me, and also how you can go to these parts of the globe that look like they're super uniform, which I do in the video. There's a lot of parts in the video where I kind of like go to places that look like they're all the same thing, but then if you zoom in further, you reveal all these details that you couldn't see from up above because it was lower resolution images. All right, last spot. I want to go onto one of these like islands and just see what there is to see. Look, think about this. Think about what I just did. Think about like rewind. Ocean. Like deadly ocean everywhere you can see. You can't even see a landmass right now. All the continents are out of view. That is how in the Pacific we are. Zoom in. Random atoll. Just random atoll. There's nothing here. There's barely any land. There's a town. There's a town. There is a town on this island. And this is the thing that baffles me about the Pacific Islands, is that there's people out here. And the mere fact that there's people out here baffles me, because like, what incentivized you to go there? Like I know most of the people who live on these islands are indigenous people who have lived here for generations, but like, how did you even get here in the first place? Like it's just so baffling to me that these indigenous people can even be around. But like these island nations, I just think it's like crazy to think that there was even people here prior to European exploration. Like, these islands should not have people on them. Like, I feel like it is absurd to me that there are even people here. This one looks like it could be something that was placed there later. Like, I'm not saying that like all of them are indigenous towns, like they definitely clearly are not, but like there are some that are legitimately indigenous towns, and they've been there prior to European like exploration, and I just think that's kind of ridiculous. And it's just like, you never run out of new things to find. And also there's all these places that are like completely unknown to you, because me being in the Western world, I pretty much unfortunately only care about things that are relevant to my life. In a way, everyone kind of is like that. No one really is thinking about New Zealand 24/7, am I right? Unless you live in New Zealand. I just realized I made fun of every New Zealand person. New Zealand people are called Kiwis, aren't they? Anyhow, but it's just really something to me. And when I use Google Earth, honestly, it kind of feels like it's a video game, because I'm just opening this map. Well, it's a globe, but I'm opening this map and I'm able to just explore with no limitations. It's not necessarily a goal, but there's also no limitations. I can just kind of look around and see what weird thing I will find today. And so for that reason, you know, it kind of does feel like a game to me. Google Earth is kind of an open world game. And then I thought about that and I was like, it is the world game. Google Earth is the open world game, because it is the open world. This video is so random, but I hope you enjoyed watching it anyway.